Hi Leos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross-watchers are welcome in any of my readings, of course. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what you don't see coming in, what loving energy may be around you that you might not be aware of, or what it is that you need to know right now in this area of your life. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Let's call in our spirit guides now. Let's see what they have for you. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages for my Leos today. What is it that you need them to know? What is it that you need them to hear? What is coming towards them, coming in? What's around them? I'm listening for you now. I have humility, the number 17. They're sharing with me acceptance. Okay, so they said it was more of an acceptance. It was accepting who I am, accepting where I am in my life, accepting that I have everything that I need. So it was almost a feeling of, instead of like wanting energy or lacking energy, it was an acceptance energy. So that maybe it's just making you feel more humble in some way. Spirit, please share with me. I have patience, the number 43. Okay, so they're asking you to have more patience. Leos have a tendency to want to move ahead. You know, they just want to get things going. They want to get things started. They want to make things happen. Not that we're not patient, but because I'm a Leo, I would say it's something that we probably struggle with. I would say that that's not our best quality, you know, speaking personally. But I like to make things happen. I like to get things going. So maybe you're struggling with patience. I have independent. You're definitely independent. I know that. You are strong, the number 35. So somebody could see you as this strength, the lion that you are, and maybe they love that about you, you know, that you are strong and independent. And I did well. This is coming into me as be proud of yourself, the number 7. Be proud of yourself, because somebody's going to identify in you some kind of achievement. Okay, maybe they'll be proud of you also. Maybe there'll be a little bit of a pedestal energy. I'm putting you on a pedestal because I'm kind of impressed with you. They're asking for bottom of the deck. I have togetherness, the number 18. I like that word. I'm just going to grab that for a minute, because there's a sense of together we can do anything. And we don't have that with everybody, do we? Maybe that's something we recognize, that we both have strengths and we have maybe different strengths. And because we have different strengths, then we're able to achieve whatever it is that we want to achieve. But I also feel like this commitment to be together and stay together. There's a sense of stay together. Also, that it's not just as soon as we have our first fight, as soon as something wrong, you know, goes wrong, somebody just says, oh, this isn't working. No, we sit down, we talk about it, we make it work, we figure it out. And we, you know, get through it, you know, because people will fight, people will have arguments, they will disagree. And it's how we handle it. Spirit, please share with me. Love's embrace. Embrace the love that surrounds you and feel its warmth. This loving energy brings comfort, joy, and a sense of security to your relationship. I would say togetherness also gives me that emotional security. I would say, I feel like that's the message right now. There's a sense of emotional security that maybe you don't need anything else. You don't need somebody to pay your bills. You don't need somebody to loan you money, pick up the tab. You could do all of those things. But you need somebody emotionally. You need somebody to be there for you. You need somebody to listen, to care, to understand. just to be available, Spirit's saying. I'm going to say emotionally available. I mean, I think that's hard to find, is the emotionally available. A divine love. Your love is divinely guided and supported by the universe. Trust in this divine connection and allow it to lead you to the higher understanding of love and a partnership. So if you believe in love, but if you take it one step further, I believe that we were brought together for a reason. I feel like that brings you to a higher spiritual level. This togetherness could be for purpose. It could be for something very significant. So when you look at two people and they have beautiful children together, you say one of their main purposes in life was to create these beautiful children together, because only these two people could have created these children. So what is the purpose of being brought together? And I would say it's more of a spiritual heightening, right? It's not just like day-to-day 3D world. It's a spiritual level of, you know, what's the purpose of this connection? Why are we together? For special, it has a special meaning. They're saying it has a special meaning. So there could be a very significant reason you're together. A heart's desire. Follow your heart's desire in matters of love. Your intuition knows the way, leading you to the relationship and experience that are meant for your highest good. So the person who comes into your life for a reason, because it's for your highest good, it's for your best good, it's for your future self. It's good for you. They're saying it pushes you. It pushes you to be a better person. It pushes you to live a happier, healthier life. Okay. Maybe it's your teammate in going to the gym. It's your teammate in eating healthy. I have a 5 of Cups. I have a 6 of Swords. I have a 3 of Pentacles. I have a 2 of Wands. I have one more, Spirit. And I have a King of Wands. This came into me as somebody who literally disappointed you. They dropped the ball. They weren't there for you emotionally, Spirit saying, because that is the key right now. The key message is they're emotionally available, and this is an emotionally secure connection. So that's what you need to hear. And they're sharing with me that somebody basically dropped the ball in the past. Somebody was not there emotionally. They disappointed you over and over again, they're saying. And it was time to move on. And whether they moved on or you moved on, it doesn't matter. It was that relationship had finished its course. They're sharing with me that what's coming in is this person puts you a little bit more on a pedestal, that you're more important to them than maybe anybody has ever been. And there's this feeling of, you know, I'm looking at it from a big picture. I'm looking at it from a bird's eye view of, you know, where are we going to be in the future? And I want you by my side. And you're the type of person that I want by my side. So I do feel like this person is, I'm going to say through their actions, I'm going to say through their words too, but their actions are going to speak louder than their words, Spirit's saying, because they're going to do things like include you. They're going to include you in decisions. They're not going to make a decision without running it by you, because it affects your future. It affects our future together. So that to me is the first step in knowing this person wants a long-term, lasting, loving relationship with you. They care about you, Spirit's saying. It's not that they just want you. Of course they want you. They want you in their life. but they care about your emotions. They care about, how are you feeling today? What can I do? Do you need anything? Give me a hug. Okay, so it's the person who comes forward and identifies that, you know, you're worried about something, or they can see it in your face. It's written all over your face, and they say, what can I do to help? So somebody coming into your energy that can literally read you emotionally very easily, just with one look. You're not gonna be able to hide anything from this person. You guys are gonna be very in tune, a very, I'm gonna say a very psychic connection, okay? That whether you feel like you can read each other telepathically, just this, I knew you were going to say that, or I was just thinking that, and you guys say it out loud, like you were just thinking and the other person says it out loud. That happens. You could be very telepathically connected. You could be reading the emotions very easily. I can see it on your face. You better tell me what's going on. I'm just totally in tune with you emotionally. I have a Queen of Cups. Yeah. Boy, I have a Nine of Cups. And I have a Sun. So it's a new beginning. This is more of a feeling of this time around. I want to truly give my heart, if that makes sense. Sometimes people have younger relationships or first bigger relationships, and they're so busy with the other parts of their life. They're so busy with work and little kids or finances or getting a fresh start or a new start that they don't have all the energy to put into the emotions. But this is somebody who maybe has some of those things behind them. They're in a different stage in their life where this time, and at this stage in their life, I should say, doesn't matter how old they are, that what they're looking for is a more in-depth connection. They're looking for more love. They're looking for a closer emotional connection. I have crumbs stringing you along. I don't want to be strung along, right? I don't want this Queen of Cups is not going to accept somebody who's stringing them along and giving them breadcrumbs. Somebody who is unavailable emotionally. This Queen of Cups is going to say, you're not in my league. I'm looking for something more, and you're not going to be able to give it to me, if ever. So you're not going to want to be with somebody like that. You're going to want to be with somebody that is all in, that shares their heart, that shares their through their actions and their words, hopefully, but their actions in particular in this reading. It's a constant showing you, whether it's an affectionate hugging, kissing, caressing, doesn't have to be sex. It's just a constant holding your hand, you know, sitting by your side. You know, it's just you know that this person's in love with you. I have hunger, sexual longing. Yeah, you're not interested in just sex, is what Spirit's saying. You're not interested in somebody breadcrumbing you. You're not interested in just a wild fling. Like, that doesn't cut it anymore. That's not going to fulfill you. I have messed up, you know, there's all kinds of people out there that's all they want. And you know, they're users, and you know that. So I guess as a Leo, you're that maybe they said, you know, you're strong and independent, and, you know, you're not going to tolerate somebody's garbage. I have slow and steady. It's a slow process. That's okay. But if it's moving in the right direction, it's okay. There's no race to the finish line. As long as we're doing it together, Spirit's saying, as long as it works for both of us, there's no right and wrong of how fast we're going through, you know, the stages of our relationship. It's whatever works for us, whatever best for us. I have expect a love call. That feels like if you haven't heard from the person you're thinking of, or you are waiting for somebody to reach out to you and get things going, because it was a feeling of the psychic connection. Maybe you know that they are out there thinking of you because you're thinking of them. So there could be somebody that's thinking of you right now. And while you're watching this video, they message you and go, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, that's crazy. Psychic Kathy just said you were going to message during this video. All right, let's see what they're saying. I have a 4 of Wands. Yeah, I want more. Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and I have a 7 of Swords. So I want more. The 4 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is I want security. And some of you may want a commitment, a legal commitment, a marriage, and this could be a celebration, and this could be ahead. Okay, this could be something that's ahead of you. It's going to take some time and it's going to take some effort to get there, but I'm not really afraid of that. I feel like I'm going to enjoy every step of the way. I mean, I'm going to be in love with you. Clarification on my 7 of Swords, Spirit. What is it that you need me to know about that? I have a Page of Swords, and I have the World. So part of me feels like right from the beginning, just be honest with me. I think that that's going to be put on the table, that as long as we're good to each other, as long as we are honest and respectful and truthful, I think we're going to be fine, you know. But a lot of people in that early stage of a relationship will say, I can pretty much handle anything except for finding out that you've been lying to me. Like that's a done deal for me. You know, if I find out you lied to me, I'm done. So maybe it's just something we talk about very early on. And, you know, like, what is a breaking point for you? A breaking point for me is lie to me once and I'm done. Look me in the eye and lie to me, I'm done. So maybe it's something we talk about. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. We've got a celebration with this 4 of Wands. I love hearing stories from your past. I love learning about you. I love stories about your family, your childhood, anything. There's no doubt in my heart, I'm yours forever. I like the forever. I do. I think that that's something somebody would say, or how they would write a card, like always and forever. You know, they would sign their name like that, love you forever, you know, something like that. There's something I need to know. I feel like that's a question. I feel like that's a, would you marry me? You know, would you spend the rest of your life with me one day? You know, so I feel like that's a question in the future. Like, I just need to know, you know, do you feel the same way about me as I do about you? You know, something like that. You were meant for me and you're perfect. And you're perfect for them. And that's what matters. You know, of course, none of us are perfect, but what's going to happen is they're perfect for you and you're perfect for them in your eyes. And you couldn't be happier is how it's coming into me. Beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, claim it on a comment. It's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website, Kathy Mamolen, psychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels, and I'll put those in the description and in the comments. So please take a ride over there for some additional love readings. Thanks for being here, Leos, and we'll see you all again real soon in another Love Messages.